episode of Simply Nell's Tiny Studio. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. And I'd like to also thank all of the Tiny Studio Lounge members. You can be a lounge member too, where you get exclusive content from here in the Tiny Studio. All you have to do is go down into the description box and you'll find all the information necessary to become an exclusive sustainable member here in the Tiny Studio. So listen, you guys, I have some great plans for this beautiful Friday afternoon. I was planning to go do a little shopping at Home Goods, go to what's the name of that bookstore, Connie? Head over to Barnes and Nobles for some Starbucks coffee and maybe a little something for lunch or what have you. But instead, I found myself in a tiny fender bender. Yes, it's a tiny fender bender. And so I pulled up to a light, and the tiny studio assistant said she saw a spider. And so I panicked, and I was like, oh my God, the spider. And so I started looking for the spider, and unfortunately I bumped the person ahead of me, right? And so this woman, she's a mother. She had two children in the car, a Vietnamese woman. That's what the tiny studio assistant said. And I looked at the bumper. I said, I'm sorry, but I looked at her bumper. I didn't see any marks or any scratches or anything. And I said, let's pull over. And, first of all, I said, well, I don't see any damage. We could just keep on going. But she was like, I didn't understand what she was saying. So I told her, I said, well, let's get out of traffic and pull over. And she had an attitude about that, but I went ahead and got out of traffic and I pulled over. So eventually, 10 minutes later, she pulled over as well. And so I told her, I gave her my information. I let her take a picture of my license. I let her see what my registration was and my insurance. And I said, listen, let's go ahead, exchange information, and let's be on our way. You can go ahead and file a claim. We don't have to sit out here in the Florida sun. But she wanted to call the police. I was like, there's no need to call the police. There isn't any damage to your car. Let's just, exchange information and you can file a claim. And that's not what she wanted to do. So we're sitting here in traffic in the Florida sun, and I'm waiting for the police to come. Now, this happened at I think it happened around 4:11, Connie. So now it's a little bit more. It's a little bit, it's like 10. It looks like, according to my clock, it looks like it's 10 to 5. I really don't think the police are coming. I believe that when they do and they see that there's entirely no damage to her car, I think that they're going to be upset that they were even called out to this situation. But I was thinking of just giving her my information and, moving on. But I was just, my first mind is telling me not to leave, because if I leave, then she could be like, police could be like, it's a hit and run. And then next thing I know, they'll be at my house knocking on my door trying to take me to the clinic. And Nell's not about that life. So I'm just going to sit here in the heat and wait for the popo to come. But when I asked her if, look, let's just exchange information and then we can be on our way, that you can go ahead and file a claim against me, she was insistent that no, we're going to sit here until the police come, right? And which I think is just, once again, people don't give a flying fart about African Americans, about me being a black woman. I believe that what she's doing right now is putting my life in jeopardy. I really, really do. I believe that she's putting my life in danger because there's absolutely nothing wrong with her vehicle. So here comes the police now, finally. I will keep you guys updated as to what's going on next. Okay? My daughter is getting ready to start filming. So here we go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Shit is a word.